Hello, I am Sampreeti Gautam from class 9. Now I am going to say about decomposition reaction. The first question arises that what is decomposition reaction? Decomposition reaction is a type of reaction in which one reactant breaks up into two or more products. The general form of decomposition reaction is that AB breaks up into A plus B. Similarly, zinc carbonate breaks up into zinc oxide and carbon dioxide in the presence of heat. Decomposition reaction is just the opposite of combination reaction. It can be endothermic as well as exothermic. The different types of decomposition reactions are electrochemical reaction, photochemical reaction and thermal decomposition reaction. Now, what is electrochemical reaction? Electrochemical reaction is a reaction that takes place in the presence of electricity. When electric current is passed through the acidulated water, hydrogen and oxygen are formed. What is photochemical reaction? Photochemical reaction is a reaction that takes place in the presence of light. When hydrogen peroxide is exposed to sunlight, then hydrogen and oxygen are evolved. The third type is thermal decomposition reaction. What is thermal decomposition reaction? The thermal decomposition reaction is the reaction that takes place in the presence of heat. Calcium carbonate decomposes into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide in the presence of heat. Decomposition reaction happen all around the world, but we do not notice it. It is used to manufacture cement, it is used in welding and it is also used in extracting metals. Thank you.
Hello, this is Shomali Shamanto from class 9 section B of Julian Day School. Today I will be discussing about a combination reaction. A combination reaction is a reaction in which two or more reactants combine to form a single product. We can recognize a combination reaction by examining the number of reactants and products. In a combination reaction, two or more reactants combine to form a single product only. There is no specific number of reactants for this reaction. A combination reaction is usually an exothermic reaction because when bonds between reactants are formed, loss of heat is produced. So, a combination reaction is usually exothermic. An example of an exothermic combination reaction is barium and fluoride combine to form a highly exothermic salt, that is barium fluoride. Other examples are magnesium and chlorine combine to form magnesium chloride, and sodium and chlorine combine to form sodium chloride, etc. Thank you.
A displacement reaction is a chemical change in which a more active element displaces a less active element from its salt solution. Let's understand it with the help of a presentation. This is a reactivity series in which elements are arranged according to their reactivity. From the above reaction, we can observe that copper sulfate and zinc reacted together to form zinc sulfate and copper. Here, copper from copper sulfate has been displaced by zinc because zinc is more active than copper.
Here, I am going to explain the double displacement reaction. In this kind, two compounds in the solution state react to form two new compounds. Reactants exchange their ions to form the products. These are of two types. First, when an insoluble solid named precipitate is formed as one of the products during this reaction, it is called precipitation reaction. Let me explain it with an imaginary activity. Let the blue-red block be silver nitrate and white-black block the sodium chloride. When these two exchange their ions, like these two exchange their ions while reacting. Now, red-white block forms silver chloride and blue-black block is sodium nitrate. Silver chloride hence forms white PPT or precipitate. In precipitation reaction, two reactants react to form two new products with one of them as an insoluble solid known as precipitate. Now, let me tell about neutralization reaction. In neutralization reaction, an acid and an alkali or a base react to form their respective salt along with water. Let me explain this also with an activity. Let the red-white block be sodium hydroxide, which is an alkali, and the blue-black one be a famous and strong acid, hydrochloric acid. Here also, these two compounds exchange their ions. Now, after exchanging, let the red and black block be sodium chloride, which is our known common salt, which is table salt that we use in aqueous state, and the white and blue block be water. Hence, we can conclude that after this reaction, one salt along with water is formed. So, in double displacement reactions, two reactants react to form